The baby is to teach us the responsibility of parenthood.
Oh.
I love babies. I even like health class. But how could you think of an egg as your child?
Hens do it all the time.
Yeah, but they've had a lot of practice. Well, let's do it. I have to help Jennifer Burnett with something important. This is important, Jamie. Charles, will you help us with our eggs?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to do? Burp them? Diaper them? Scramble their little bottoms?
No, just put these stickers on the little bottoms.
Oh.
Pink is for girls and blue is for boys.
Okie doke.
After you put the stickers on, we'll close our eyes and pick one. And that's how we get our babies. Not according to Kevin Holloway. Well, I'm glad that you're both doing this. It will teach you how to nurture your children and to appreciate your mother. Or else, huh?
Okay, gender's in place. Close your eyes.
Shouldn't I be boiling water or something?
Well, not unless you want to poach their children. Go ahead. You got it. Go.
It's a girl. I've always wanted a girl. I'm gonna call her Amanda.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, Jamie, close your eyes. You got it. Go.
It's a boy. It's an egg. Think I'll name, Egg. Okay, I'm off to Jennifer. See you later.
What about your baby?
Charles, it is an egg.
Ellen, any chance I can get a button sewn on?
Sure, Dad. Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, she's got her mother's eyes.
Her father's yoke.
I wish my deliveries had been this easy.
Well, it looks like an egg to me.
Can't anyone take this project seriously?
Wait, we're just kidding, Sarah. Well, she's so sensitive. From now on, we better walk on eggs.
I'm telling Sarah.
Don't do that.
No, she'll be fine. I'll take care of your shirt, Dad.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Powell, what happened?
I don't know. The button just fell off.
No, with the woman. You said you spent the night with her.
Oh, that. It was in San Diego, August of 1944. I was at the USO, and this gorgeous girl walks up to me and says, "Hi, sailor, would you care for a dance?" Well, I grabbed her. I put her on my knee. I rolled her over my back. I threw her through my legs. I twisted her about, and I let her go.
If you didn't want to dance, why didn't you just say no thanks?
Jitterbugging, Lembeck. A real dance, not that pathetic percolating you kids do today.
You didn't spend the whole night jitterbugging, did you?
Are you kidding? This girl was hot to trot. After the dance, we took a walk on the beach, and she suggested we go for a midnight swim in the buff.
You went swimming in the buff? Is that like swimming in the ocean?
I think so, but probably colder. You clowns can laugh if you want to.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just laughing at Buddy. Well, knock it off, Mr. Knight.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mr. Powell, you went swimming in the buff, and then what happened?
I'm not one to kiss and tell. After we came out of the water, I took one look at her. We hit the sand like two wet seals. I'm telling you, boys, this girl was very patriotic, if you get my drift.
Well, how can we miss it?
Yeah, well, here's the capper. She's coming over to the house tomorrow. I'm thinking about another walk on the beach.
Way to go, Mr. Powell. Yeah, way to go, Mr. Powell.
Lembeck, don't ever touch me.
Unbelievable. Can you picture those two making love on the beach like two wet seals?
That was then. Tomorrow it'll be more like two beached whales.
Who's this?
That's Sarah. That's me? I look like Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, look at me. I was darling. Look, that's Adam.
I think you guys are all pretty cute.
We're supposed to be keeping a child-raising journal. I got up 3 times last night with Amanda, just like I was supposed to. And I've been carrying her around in the snuggly all day. How about you, Jamie? Where's your journal? In my head. You know, I can remember everything an egg does without writing it down. Sorry, I just can't get into this project.
I don't know how you did it, Mrs. Powell, raising 3 little kids.
Well, the first 5 years were the hardest. Raising babies is not a picnic. Hey, Jamie, look at the Easter Bunny brought. Adam, give me my egg. Jamie, give me that my journal! Okay, please! Of course, now that they're older, things are a lot easier. Pickaxe, P-I-C-K-A-X-E. I smell victory.
Well, that's Mr. Powell's aftershave. He's been getting ready for his date since noon. I'm sorry, Amanda. Look at this, I'm talking to an egg.
Now, this is really nice of you to help Sarah with her project. Maybe you should put Amanda here in the snuggly. She'll be a lot safer.
I feel like an idiot.
Mom, listen to what Adam did. If you ever want to see your egg again, bring 3 packs of bubble gum and $2 in small unmarked bills to my room. That is so dumb. It worked on Sarah. I got 75 cents at a candy bar for Amanda. Adam, give your sister her egg. It's getting tough for a guy to run a buck around here. Got to go call Jennifer. Sit. Charles, you look absolutely maternal. Mom, I'm going to the bathroom, so don't look at my letters.
Hey, come on, you party animal. There are women out there waiting for us. Look, your backpack rolled around on your front. You want to get the speakers?
Yeah, I put them right there for you. Thanks, buddy. I'll be out in a bit.
Helen, say hello to Gloria.
Hello, Gloria. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Oh, Gloria, this is Charles. Charles is the lovely young lady I was telling you about.
Hi, so you're Gloria. I've heard so many nice things about you.
Hello, Charles. Charles, what's taking you so long?
All right, I'm on my way. Oh, what about Amanda?
No problem. I'll put her to
Oh,
bed.
thanks.
You guys have a good time.
Thanks, Mrs. Powell. It was very nice meeting you.
Yes.
I almost forgot the cake. I'm holding this egg still.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you that.
Charles, come on.
Oh, buddy, say hello to Gloria, the woman I was telling you about last night.
Hi, Grandma.
Will you cheer up? It's just one of those amazing little twists of fate. Your grandmother and Mr. Powell are old friends. I think it's great.
Oh, sure, old friends. They're probably just talking, reminiscing, looking for a buff to swim in the...
All they're doing is having dinner at the Vets Club.
Charles, it's not what my grandmother's doing tonight that bothers me. It's what she did in 1944.
That was a long time ago. They were just young, carefree kids frolicking on the beach.
You're picturing Frankie and Annette. I'm looking at two wet seals.
Okay, so what?
So she's my grandmother. And grandmothers don't do things like that.
She's a human being. She's got the same feelings and desires that we all have.
Uh-huh, and what if it was your grandmother on the beach?
No, my grandmother would never do that.
You see what I mean? Mine did.
But, buddy, come on now. That was 1944. She wasn't your grandmother then. And she wasn't even married then.
Charles, you know, I guess you're right. Let me see, my mother was born in... Charles, Mr. Powell said that they frolicked in August of 1944.
Yeah?
Well, my mother was born in May of 1945. Now, I may be crazy, but I can still count to 9. Do you realize that this makes Walter Powell my real grandfather?
Come again. Maybe your fingers are defective or something.
Oh, man, actually, beat me home, huh?
Mr. Powell, how'd your day go? Did you have a lot of good, clean fun?
I certainly did. Let me tell you, Charles, Lembeck's grandmother is a fine woman, someone he can really be proud of. Lembeck, why are you staring at me?
Was I staring? I thought I was looking in a mirror.
Has he been drinking?
No, sir.
Hello. I thought I heard voices. So did you all have a nice evening?
Oh, fabulous. How's everything on the home front?
Fine, except for Jamie. After Charles dropped her egg, she went to her room and wouldn't come out.
I didn't realize she cared that much about her egg.
She's a female. I guess we all have maternal instincts, whether we know it or not.
Oh, I think that's where a lot of men are different. They can have children and grandchildren, never even know they exist.
Well, not me. I love my children. And my grandchildren, I always have. Well, I'm a little poop.
Good night, Dad.
Bye, Mr. Powell.
Good night, Grandpa.
Come in. Don't feel much like talking.
I'm really sorry I dropped your egg.
Wasn't your fault. I should have been more careful with it.
I didn't think you cared about egg.
That's why I feel so badly. I didn't care. To me, it was just an egg. I was supposed to care. Some mother I turned out to be. Let's face it, I'm a cold, heartless person.
Well, it seemed to me like all you cared about was going over to Jennifer Burnett's house. What was the deal?
Jennifer's folks are moving to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
She's lived in that house her whole life. She was upset and I was trying to help. I know what it's like to move to new places.
So you put your friend ahead of your school project.
I had to. I think my friend comes first.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't care.
Yeah. Jennifer's a real live human being. And when she needed you, you were there. That's what a good friend does. That's what a good mother does. That's not what a cold, heartless person does.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Charles. I feel a lot better. Oh, I don't know what to do about this egg project, though. I'll get an F for sure.
Well, why don't you try talking to your teacher and just tell her what's going on between you and Jennifer? Maybe she'll give you another chance.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Thanks for the help, Charles.
Oh, thank you. I was beginning to feel a little guilty about egg.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell my teacher the truth. My babysitter was a hopeless klutz.
You're driving me nuts. Now, suppose you do trace your roots back to Kunta Powell, huh? What then?
Then I'll know.
If you really want to know, stop playing this guessing game and ask your grandmother.
Charles, I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, Lembeck, you are here.
Hi.
You kiss me again, I swear I'll deck you.
Fine.
Buddy. Oh, I was hoping you were here. You were supposed to call this morning.
I know.
Mr. Powell, why don't we go in the other room and let them...
Oh, right.
Buddy? Why didn't you call?
Oh, I figured you'd be busy with him.
Walter? Oh, no. I came to town to see you. Walter is... Well, he's just a man that I knew a long time ago. I hardly know him.
Well, looks to me like you know him pretty well.
Well, honey, we just had dinner together. It was no big deal.
Grandma, I'm not a child anymore. I know all about the birds and the beach.
Beach?
The beach, Grandma. San Diego, 1944.
Oh, for heaven's sake. He told you about that? I'm surprised he'd admit it.
And it's true? Grandma, how could you?
Well, I couldn't today. I was in much better condition back then.
This is like a weird dream. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, honey, I don't like to brag. Really nothing.
Well, maybe it was nothing to you, but I think I have a right to know that Walter Powell is my real grandfather.
Walter Powell is your what?
Grandfather? How could I be his grandfather? I mean, look at me, Charles, and then look at him. Talk to me, Charles, and then talk to him. Evolution doesn't go backwards.
Walter, dear Walter, I understand that you've been telling the boys about our first meeting.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, August of 1944.
Wrong. April of 1944. In August of 1944, I met, I fell in love with, and I married Buddy's late grandfather.
You married my late grandfather in August of 44? Then he wasn't late at all. He was right on time.
Where's everything up then?
Not quite. Did Walter tell you exactly what we did the night I met him?
Yeah. Well, in a way.
Well, tighten up your high tops, kids. We're about to jog down memory lane. It was the night before you shipped out, right, Walter?
Right.
Honest, Grandma, he already told
Well,
us.
this will only take a minute. Only one thing happened that night, and it wasn't romantic.
Oh, no, it was pure sex.
Nobody. All we did was go for a very short ride in a motorboat. Walter, do you remember that little motorboat you rented?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, it capsized, and we almost drowned, didn't we?
Oh, that I remember, the boat capsized.
Mr. Powell, you saved my grandma's life?
Well, I didn't exactly save her life.
No, he certainly did not. When we hit the water, I swam to shore for help, while he slithered out of his trousers, tied knots in the bottom of the legs, swung them over his head, and floated on his pants.
That's Navy water survival. I floated on my pants till the Coast Guard picked us up.
Right. And that is the only thing that happened that night. And that is the last time I saw you until yesterday. And today is the last time that I'm going to see you ever.
Grandma, I swear, he never mentioned floating on his pants.
Call me.
Mr. Powell, I'd like to ask you something.
Yeah, well, I've got to tell you something first. Both of you. This isn't going to be easy, but, well, I've got to set the record straight about Lori.
Yes, sir, you certainly did.
Lembeck, your grandmother was a lady then, and she is a